All right. I have a live feed. Z's here. Good to see you, man. Are you guys still in Burbank? I'm guessing so. I hope you get some. I saw some of the pictures you posted. Those were awesome. Vicki Lawrence looked amazing. But I remember I saw an interview with her years ago. Might have been a little documentary on I'm just blanking. She was 18 when she started on the Carol Burnett show. Can you believe that? So she's probably just a couple years older than me. She looked great. Michelle's here. Michelle Kasparian. Good to see you. Thanks for checking in. Dave says, last check-in for 2. Going to London. Oh, man. That's awesome. I'll bet she was great. She just has a great energy. Where are you guys going in London? You know, that's on like one of the things at the very top of my bucket list. I got to make that happen. I want to go to London and I want to busk on the streets of London. So busking is standing on a street corner and playing music. I just want to do it to say I did it. And I also want to go to Abbey Road and I want to walk across and have my picture taken walking across that crosswalk where the Beatles did. That's a whole nother story, but that's what started the rumors about Paul McCartney dying secretly and being replaced by a look-alike body double. And the reason it started is because if you look at that album cover, I can't remember the album, Paul McCartney is the only one that doesn't have shoes on. And of course, they don't bury the dead usually with shoes. So that started this whole urban legend that continues to this day. Oh, you've been there and done that. That's awesome. So I don't know my geography there, so Paddington. Good to see you, Michelle. It's been a long time, my friend. Let me move this. I'm never happy with the location. There we go. All right, we'll give it another minute or so and let some others get checked in here. Dude, I want to go and is the studio still open for tours? I'm not sure if it's active anymore. It might be for like Paul McCartney people. Like Sun Studios, you can rent it out, but not just to everybody. It's still active and recording. I've taken the tour through it, so I'm just wondering if that studio is still if it's available for tour, or I wonder if people still record in it. I don't know. Yeah, but I want to go busk on the streets of London just to do it. Not even for money. I just want to do it. And I've got clients. I've had some clients that are from the UK. So we've talked a lot about that. Even some that said, hey, I've got people you can stay with, which, especially today, that would be the way to go. So I gotta get working on that. Not open for tours. Oh, so they're still producing records there. That's awesome. That live room, the big live room where they do all their recording. What stories that could tell just from the Beatles alone, sitting in there creating. And the late, great George R.R. Martin, who they called the fifth Beatle, he was their producer. So finally, after he got a hold of them and they came off the road, they had 18 months to actually sit in the studio and start creating and experimenting with sound, and that's what he called it. All that looping stuff that he did, he called it painting with sound. Well, as I always say, no matter how large or small, it is always an esteemed group of tribes folks. So thank you for checking in. I'm sure there will be others, but sip him if you got him. And let's get going with some music. Always like to open up most of these with a little bit of Steve Holtz. I love everything about you, and I love the way you comb your hair, and I love the way you sashay in the room. Your perfume lingers in the air. I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. I love the way you lick your lips still. You've got fireworks in your head. I love the way you bring me water when I'm thirsty in your bed. I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. You were surely kissed by angels. Just look at the freckles on your face. You've got the devil in your eyes. Disappear without a trace. I love sneaking up behind you when you're looking in the mirror. The way your eyes lock into mine, dear. Without guilt and without fear, I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. All right, a little Steve Holtz kicking off our Fiesta Friday. I got those pictures, Z. Oh, that's awesome, man. The cars stop, obviously. So somebody has to stand in the intersection. This is a straight-on shot, it looks like. I'm sure they're used to it. Man, that's cool. Oh, 2 different times, so you must have been there twice. A couple different trips. Very cool. Yeah, I want to do that. I'm sure they're just like, oh boy, more Americans. That's funny. Oh no. So, yeah, because it doesn't even look like it's taken from a corner. It looks like it's right in the middle of that zigzag, so that's awesome. Thanks for sending those. I'll look at them again later. 4 times. Oh man. Well, you're the guy I need to talk to about that trip. Yeah, probably honking and hawking. They might be a little more polite. Maybe they just honk. Here, you'd probably get hawked at. That's cool. Yeah, it's on my list, man. It's right there. Oh, all right. A little more Steve Poltz, I think. We'll do a double shot of Steve. If you look to the east, where the sun never sets, I'll be there at the top of the stairs. You could bet. So just pick up the phone, make a call, all your own. I'll be there when you say your last little prayer. La la la, la la, la la. You hold your head in your hands. I don't have a way to climb inside your body and just hang out and stay. And everybody's asking when you're coming back, and I don't have an answer, so I fade out in the black. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away, fade away. Well, and I walk so slowly through the broken glass outside. I tread a nose so cautiously, I'm wondering where you hide. I got notes tacked on my walls and kisses so sweet. And all I do is wonder when again the two shall meet. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away, fade away. Do you hear me talking to you? Oh, hello again. How do you do? Good morning, I miss waking up. I said, oh, good morning, I miss waking up with you. So that's what you do when you blank on a line. You just keep playing the same instrumental. I don't know why. I don't play this very often, but I'm blanking on the beginning of the last verse. I can see the rest of it. I just can't get the first line out. I think I'll just pick up where I know it. Oh, there we go. $100 phone bill multiplied by 5. You look like a phone to me. Hey, are you still alive? And dirty plates and bottles, will they decorate my floor? And I got lots of so-called friends just knocking on my door. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away. Fade away. Do you hear me talking in? Oh, hello again. How do you do? Good morning, I miss waking up so. Good morning, I miss waking up with you. All right, a little double shot of Steve Pulse to kick off our Soulful Sunday. Thanks for being here. All right, looks like we're all caught up on check-ins. Good to see you, my tribe. Thanks for stopping by, spending part of this pre-July 4th celebratory long weekend with a little bit of music for you. A lot of the tribe's probably traveling or having all kinds of plans and stuff, so the doors are open. You all have the best virtual seats in the house, front row seats, so thanks for stopping by. We'll just keep the music going. Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting till the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, then I watch them roll away again. And I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, we're sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay. I ain't got nothing to live for, look like nothing gonna come my way. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, we're sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Look like nothing gonna change, everything remains the same. I can't do what 10 people tell me to do, so I guess I'll remain the same. I'm just sitting here, resting my bones, and this loneliness won't leave me alone. 2,000 miles I roam just to make this dock my home. So I'm just gonna sit on a dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, we're sitting on a dock of the bay, wasting time. great song. An artist will always be the late great Otis Redding. Oh, all right. No new chickens. It's all right. We'll just keep the music going. Please come to Boston for the springtime. We're staying here with some friends, and they've got lots of room. You can sell your paintings by the sidewalk, buy a cafe where I hope to be singing soon. Please come to Boston. She said no, but you come home to me. And she said, hey rambling boy, why don't you settle down? Boston ain't your kind of town. There ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. 'Cause I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. Please come to Denver where the snow falls. We'll move up into the mountains so far we can't be found. And throw I love you echoes down the canyon. And then lie awake at night till they come back around. Please come to Denver. She said no, you come on to me. And she said, hey rambling boy, why don't you settle down? Denver ain't your kind of town. There ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. 'Cause I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. Now this drifter's world goes round and round, and I doubt if it's ever gonna stop. But of all the dreams I've lost and found, and all that I ain't got, I still need to lean to somebody I can sing to. Please come to LA to live forever. California life alone is just too hard to build. I live in a house that looks out over the ocean, and there's some stars that fell from the sky. They're living up on my head. Please come to LA, she just said no. Boy, when you come on to me. And she said, rambling boy, why don't you settle down? LA can't be your kind of town. There ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. 'Cause I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. Yeah, I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. All right, that's a little Dave Loggins from right around my junior year of high school. He had a pretty famous cousin that did all right too in the music business. A guy named Kenny. No new check-ins? All right. Well, it's a holiday weekend. This doesn't mention 4th of July, but I always like playing this song. Playing it anyway, but around the holiday weekend. Heading up to San Francisco for the Labor Day weekend show. And I've got my hush puppies on. I guess I never was meant for glitter rock and roll. And honey, I didn't know that I'd be... Wait a minute, I'm sorry, I lost my place. I got the wrong key. That I'd be missing you so. Come Monday, it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze, and I just want you back by my side. Yes, it's been quite a summer, renting cars and westbound trains, and now you're off on vacation, something you try to explain. And darling, I love you so well, that's the reason I just let you go. Come Monday, it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze, and I just want you back by my side. I can't help it, honey, you're that much a part of me now. Remember that night in Montana, we said there'd be no room to die. I hope you're enjoying the scenery. I know that it's pretty up there. We could go hiking on Tuesday with you out walking around. California has worn me quite thin, and I just can't wait to see you again. Come Monday, it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze, and I just want you back on my side. Now I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze, and I just want you back by my side. All right, a little Jimmy Buffett for your Soulful Sunday. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Michelle says, "Oh, really enjoyed your selections. Would you play some Beatles, please? And thanks." Man. Well, kinda. I don't really know any off the top of my head, but I do play John Lennon's Imagine on occasion. I haven't done it in a while. I'll do it the best I can. Cindy's here. Oh, you saw the movie. Such incredible acting. I agree. The best part of that movie, other than the way they shot it, was the acting. Yeah. Watching some live music, so can't come on tonight. That's okay. Hugs back. Good seeing you, Cindy. Thanks for checking in. All right, Michelle, let's see. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to live or die for, and no religion too. imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Sorry, Rochelle, I forgot the second verse, so I went right to the third. I rarely play that song, but that's as close to the Beatles as I could get, who I love. Sometimes I pull out the sheet music and I'll rehearse and go through Let It Be. I'll have to practice up on those. Thanks for that universal reminder. That's what I call it when my friends remind me of things I haven't done in a while, or I get a new song request. So, sorry, that was a short version of Imagine. I haven't done that in a while. But anyway, glad you're here. Glad you're enjoying the set list. Let me see, what else did I have? Oh yeah. My muse reminded me earlier, do some Buddy Holly. Hold me close and tell how you feel. Tell me love is real. Words of loving, whisper soft and true. Darling, I love you. I want to hear, darling, when you're near. Words of love you whisper soft and true. Darling, I love you. Close and tell me how you feel. Tell me love is real. Words of love you whisper soft and true. Darling, I so true. Thank you, Buddy. The late great Buddy Holly. The beautiful song. Okay, I'm all caught up, I guess. I ran up to the store earlier, and this one came to me. little Elvis song I do on occasion. I haven't done it in a while, but I wanted to do it tonight. Home is where the heart is, and my heart is anywhere you are, anywhere you are is home. I don't need a mansion on a hill that overlooks the sea. Anywhere you're with me is home. Maybe I'm a rolling stone who won't amount to much, but everything that I hold dear is close enough to touch. For home is where the heart is, and my heart is anywhere you are, anywhere you are is home. Maybe I'm a rolling stone who won't amount to much, but everything that I hold dear is close enough to touch. Home is where the heart is, and my heart is anywhere you are, anywhere you are is home, 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 home. All right, a little Elvis. I think that was from that movie Kid Galahad, where he played a boxer. So, welcome again, my Soulful Sunday tribe. It looks like no new check-ins, so no matter how large or small, as always, a very esteemed group of tribes members. Thanks for checking in, for being here on this pre-July 4th Sunday. Let's see. Another little Steve Poltz song by Australia he wrote when he was down there several years ago. This one's called 10 Chances. I only had 1 minute left on my calling card. It was halfway around the world. It was raining really hard. I only had a couple of aspirin and a half a can of beer. So swallowed it down for courage, but it was still pretty hard to hear. It's only had 3 words that I wanted to tell you, but it would be easier if you were here and I could smell you. Words have fallen, I don't know. They drift, they pass, they melt like snow. I know I may be a flake, I scrape my knees and make mistakes. I may lose, but mostly win. Sometimes I'll get soaked in sin, but I fall right back into your arms again. So I ordered ordered 4 cans of Tooheys, and I set them on the trunk. Had a long conversation with a hopeless drunk. And I only had 5 tickets, 6 new friends. So one of them had a hissy fit and drove off in her Mercedes Benz. Words are falling, I don't know. They drift, they pass, they melt like snow. I know I may be a flake, I scrape my knees and make mistakes. I may lose, but mostly win. Sometimes I get drenched in sin, but I fall right back into your arms again. Played 7 cards stud, and I had a royal flush. I took out your picture and started to blush. I only had 8 lives, most cats got 9. So I skipped out on the bungee jumping just this time. I only had 10 chances to say I love you. Words are falling, I don't know. They drift, they pass, they melt like snow. I know I may be a flake, I scrape my knees and make mistakes. I may lose, but mostly win. Sometimes I get soaked in sin, but I fall right back into your arms again. Yeah, I collapse into your loving arms again. Yeah, I fall right back into your arms again. Happy Soulful Sunday, sip 'em if you got 'em. No new check-ins, all right. Steve Poltz's friend Bob Schneider from Austin, Texas. Not because I'm lazy, but I'm already capoed on the 5th fret, so I may as well just play this one because it's also there. So we'll do this one. Sulimi was a pilot in the nationally known Amazing Ladies of the Outer Ozone. She didn't have no kids, she didn't have no time. She was a woman of her word. She was a fighter of crime. She liked to make she looked good in the hat. She had a natural way. With tools and no car, she went to UCLA. Everybody said she was as crazy as a loon. When she was a girl, she'd spent every afternoon sitting in her backyard pretending to be a fighter ace in the Japanese military. She liked to make up her mind. She kept her feet in the air. She wore her heart on her sleeve because she'd found it there. It was all well and good until she met this young man, a young pilot named Steve with a beautiful tan. He spoke English and French and he swam like a swan. Had a mouthful of teeth and more style than Cezanne. He could talk to the bees, he could breathe in the air. He wore his heart on his sleeve because he found it there. And they'd sit in the trees and they'd talk through the night while the blind moon swam in the pale starry light. They talked and they crowed and they told what they knew. It was better than beer, was all strange and new. Grass all around, it was black up above. It was more than hello. It was something like love. I don't know why life, it seems to be so hard for dreamers like you and me. When love is love everywhere. Oh, all right. Well, as we're starting to wind down, it looks like it's still just us. So thanks, Tribe, for checking in. Have a nice little small but always esteemed gathering this evening. So hope everybody has a safe and enjoyable 4th of July. This little Don Henley song from a movie that came out when I was in the Air Force called Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Every day you pass her in the hall, you just pretend that you don't see her at all. You wanna tell her how much you care, you wanna call her but you just don't dare. Love rules, our love out in the parking lot with all the guys. Don't ever let them see the tears in your eyes. She's got a date tonight and it ain't you, so you go out there and you get one too. Love rules, our love rules. Love rules, yeah, love rules. You wish you didn't have so much to feel. It's much too scary and it's all too real. Now your friends are out having fun. Sometimes you think that you're the only one. And love everybody's out making time, you can't help thinking you're the last in line. She's the finest thing you've ever seen. You wrap your arms around her in your dreams. When she smiles it brings you to your knees. You want to tell her that you always freeze. She's in the backseat but you're much too shy. You'd give the world to be an older guy. Love rules, our love rules. Love rules, yeah, love still rules. Love rules, our love Don Henley as we start to close out this Soulful Sunday set. All right, Z, so you and Nita have a safe trip to London. I see you're still there. We'll close up the set with a couple for you both, since it's going to be about 2 weeks till you're back. Night and you and blue Hawaii. One night is heavenly, and you are heaven to me. Lovely you and blue Hawaii, with all its loveliness, that should be mine. Come with me while the moon is on the sea. The night is young, and so are we, so are we. Dreams come true in blue Hawaii, and mine could all come true in this magic night of nights with you. Come with me while the moon is on the sea. The night is young, and so are we, so are we. Dreams come true in blue Hawaii, and mine could all come true this magic night of nights with you. All right, that's for Nita. I'm gonna close out the set with one for you, Z, some Jim Croce. And you guys have a safe trip. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Enjoy London again for the 5th time, I guess it is. You're welcome. Kels is here. Hi there. Thanks for jumping in here right at the end of the set. Nita and Z are jetting off tomorrow for another trip to London. So we'll have to live vicariously through your pictures. And tell her you're welcome. And this one's for you. Well, I know it's kinda late. I hope I didn't wake you, but what I've got to say can't wait. I know you'd understand, but every time I tried to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song. Yeah, I know it's kinda strange, but every time I'm near you, I just run out of things to say. I know you'd understand, but every time I tried to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song. Every time the time was right, all the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song. Yeah, I know it's kinda late. I hope I didn't wake you. That is something that I just gotta say. I know you'd understand, but every time I try to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I have to say I love you in a song. My tribe. There you go. Thanks for joining us for this pre-July 4th Soulful Sunday. So good to see everyone here. Kel's checked in. Michelle Kasparian. Happy 4th to you. You're welcome. Z and Nita are jetting off tomorrow to London again. And Cindy jumped in for a moment, so it was really nice to see all of you. Thank you, as always, no matter how large or small. Always an esteemed group of tribes folks. You're welcome, Z. Enjoy your weekend. Have a safe and festive July 4th. And as always, namaste. The divinity in me recognizes and honors the divinity in you. Thank you for keeping yourselves healthy. Safe travels. Keep those immune systems bolstered up. I will be back on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard for Wind Down Wednesday. We'll look forward to seeing you then.